Are we boogieing to the music?
Yes.
Hey, Studio 7, I'm Autumn Lewandowski.
And I'm Mercedes Wilson. I'm sorry, I was dancing.
Yeah, let's go. We're getting closer to the weekend.
And we're getting closer to Halloween.
We are. I'm
I like both.
excited for it.
Yeah.
Both?
Yeah, I like both. I like the weekends and I like Halloween.
Same. I do not disagree.
So
Who doesn't like the weekend?
So we've talked a bit about Halloween.
Right.
And everybody, I mean, I don't know many people that don't like that holiday because it involves so much candy.
Right.
I mean,
doesn't love
yeah.
candy? I mean, I get it. I think there are people that aren't so into the ghosts and goblins and like the scariness of it, or maybe what some people might think of what the background to Halloween is. But I purely out of a love for candy and dressing up kids and stuff, I love it. It's a fun holiday.
But I have to ask, do you believe in ghosts?
I do. I do. But I would want to have proof, but then I also wouldn't want to be there witnessing the proof. You know what I mean?
But then how do you want the proof?
I don't know. I would want like a nice friendly ghost.
So you want Casper?
Yeah. Yes. Love Casper.
Oh, you want Casper?
That's a good Halloween movie.
But weren't you the same person a few shows back saying, "Hey, burn the sage before"?
Right. If the ghost is in my house, I didn't go looking for the ghost.
Okay.
I do not have a ghost in my house, but if I did, I would go through the trouble of trying to be cordial or get them out of there.
I don't know if I believe ghosts are real. I don't know. I know there's like supernatural things, but I don't know if I believe in ghosts and what their role would be. You know what I mean? Like just to scare us? Or?
You can go down so many rabbit holes of different ways of thinking about it. I think there could potentially be like parallel universes, and they're kind of stuck in their own thing, and we're in this one, and sometimes
we collide.
They collide in an odd way. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hopefully no one comes at me for that. It's a thought. Yeah. I'm always open to listening to different views, and I thought that one, that could be.
Yeah. There's other things out there. I know that for sure. Like we know that, but it's just maybe I don't believe it because I'm afraid and I don't want, and I'm just like, listen, you stay there.
Yeah.
I'll stay here and we're good.
Like, that could be.
Yeah. You stay there.
I
don't need proof.
But maybe not. Maybe I don't need it either. It's like, if it's there, it's there, just don't let me think too much into it. But I think feeling energy and
absolutely.
That type of thing. Like if you can feel that as a person to person, then you might be able to feel that in a different realm too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did you have any urban legends or hear any urban legends growing up that still like stick with you today? I have some movies.
Yeah, what's the one like when you say someone's name?
Candyman?
Yeah, in the mirror. I was like, I'm never doing that.
You don't say that. I used to, as a kid, say it 2 times and then just run.
Yeah, I was never the one to do it. I was like, nope.
No. But no like urban legends or anything like that.
I did you? I can't really think of.
I was one of the scariest kids you would ever meet.
Scariest, or you were scared?
And I'm one of the scariest adults.
Okay.
You'll ever meet. That's why I'm like, okay, ghost, you stay there. We're good. As long as you don't cross this line. Don't cross. So no, like I don't remember any urban myths or anything like that because I wouldn't let myself listen to.
So I remember like kids doing the light as a feather, stiff as a board type thing, and everyone's hand is, you're trying not to, or someone levitates or something like that. Like I remember stuff like that, but I don't remember any like other type of urban legends.
See, this is the part of Halloween
other than Father Baker.
Okay, now what was that one? What was that one?
That was just if you were misbehaving, you were going to be sent to Father Baker's. And Father Baker was like a saint, like a great person.
Then why was everybody afraid?
Well, because your parents wanted to say you're going to go away if you are nasty or bad or whatever. But I guess that would be like an urban legend, I
Yeah.
suppose.
See, I was just leave me alone. Don't cross here, Father Baker. Don't cross here, ghost. No. I was so good. I was so good. I promise you, I was so good with all that. And I mean, what about Halloween parties though? Because I've known people to throw Halloween parties and people come. I mean, sometimes when
Mhm.
people come dressed up as certain things, I get freaked out. I mean, I'm one of the scariest people, I promise you, you will ever meet when it comes to Halloween. So even at a party, like, have you ever thrown a Halloween party?
Um, yes and no. I
Mhm.
had people over for trick or treating. So
Oh,
everyone kind of came over, and we were all dressed up. It was during COVID, so we weren't sure if there was going to be Halloween that year,
uh-huh.
and Natalia was really little, so I had just my family come over,
Yeah.
and we did. They went and kind of did a scavenger hunt in the backyard,
For
and then
Halloween.
yeah, because we weren't sure who would be out. So we went and hid like candy in different parts of the backyard for them to go and
Mm.
find. But then lo and behold, there were people that had like chutes that went down from their porches into like the kids' bags and stuff to keep everybody, 6 feet away from one another and whatnot. But it was a fun little party that we had. We had dips and appetizers and all that stuff. And everybody did come
Was
dressed
it at
up.
night?
Oh, it was still during the day.
Okay, see, I can do that.
Yeah, it was like it was
I can do that.
it was a kid friendly party. Now adult parties, those are a lot of fun. Haven't gone to one in quite a few years, but
Yeah. The adult parties can get a little tricky with the
you don't
costume.
like them. You don't
I don't
like
like
the
scary costumes.
right.
I don't like scary costumes. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I
I'm the
understand.
scariest adult you'll ever meet. And we have to go to break. We'll be right back.
Another round of strong wins for the upcoming weekend.
The new, fully redesigned WKBW app. Download it today.
I think all of us just want a better community. It's not really about us. It is about our loved ones, but it really is so someone doesn't have to go through what we're going through.
Stories that made a difference.
Local reporting is the foundation of American journalism.
The lives they changed.
It's a story that drew international interest.
And the journalists that pushed for truth.
Democracies rely on a free press.
You're always hoping when you write a story that it will make the world a better place.
This is a celebration of the best in American journalism.
The story isn't over. The Scripps Howard Journalism Awards.
Welcome back to Studio 7. So right before the break, we were talking about Halloween parties.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yes.
think you learned that I'm one of the scariest people alive when it
So you are afraid of scary outfits.
Yes, because
You
I'm a
don't like
visual
them.
person.
Okay.
So when I see something, it just kind of sticks with me. So that's why I couldn't do scary movies. I don't do so if
I
I
don't like
see
them
it,
either. Yeah.
I'm that person that at 3
Mhm.
in the morning, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like creepy crawly things.
Like
The
spiders.
spiders, like, the little humans that will like crawl on the floor to like
Oh,
get
you
you in.
watch those movies?
I do not, but I see the trailer. I'm like, no, I don't want to see
Oh
that.
yeah, I can't even. Yeah.
So with parties, I like I like themes with parties. So then what
What
type
you're
of
in for.
Halloween costumes and stuff you're getting
Mhm.
into. But as for Halloween parties that I've ever had, again, it was with little kids. I
Yeah.
love to carve pumpkins with them.
Yes. Oh, we
So,
have to talk about
yeah, so it's
carving
not
pumpkin.
necessarily a Halloween party, but it's a pumpkin carving party.
Are you a good pumpkin carver?
I am not, but I do put a little more effort. I'm impatient. But with having a child, I become a little more patient.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
spend a little more time kind of putting my pumpkin together.
Yeah. Now I go out and I buy the kits for the kids because I
Mhm.
stink at carving pumpkins like really bad. So I get the kits and
Right.
we draw it out
Yep.
and
Mhm.
however they have to do it, trace it. But when it comes to the cutting, it never looks like even what we drew on the pumpkin. It just
Good try.
but the pumpkin seeds, I promise you'll love my pumpkin seeds.
I love pumpkin seeds.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of different flavors, but I mean the standard is fine. Just some sea
Different
salt
flavor
is
pumpkin
fine.
seeds?
Yeah, you could put all different type of flavor
Like?
on them. We did one that was like Cajun before. Just some Cajun
I'm
seasoning.
gonna have to have some
It
fun
was
this
good.
year.
Yeah, you could put all different type of
Yeah.
ones together.
I've only ever done the salt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
you
which
could
is
do all
delish.
different ones. That's the most recent one that we did. But yeah, the salt is the best.
Oh, I love that. And then do you keep the pumpkins in or do you take them outside? Like for deco outside?
I definitely leave them outside. So I'm gonna call out my friend, colleague, Febin. We did a contest last year. Her and I were a team, and she had the pumpkin at home waiting. I think we had to like bring it in and show it or something.
Yeah.
So she had it at home. It was all carved. It was ready to go. This poor girl left it in her house
in the heat.
And she said, Autumn, it started to grow fur. I was like, please don't show me. I'll throw up.
Yeah.
But she didn't realize like it's got to be kept cold,
Yeah.
And you can't carve it too early because even if you're leaving it outside, it goes from like a happy jack-o'-lantern just sinks down. You know what I mean?
But leaving it outside, I know my girls just every day got a little bit more discouraged. But like, oh, mom, a squirrel came and picked this part off, and a squirrel came and picked that part off, and I'm like, it's okay, okay, girls. So we got a good couple of days out of it.
Right. Yeah. I love carving pumpkins. They, like you said before, they don't really end up looking the way that they should. Okay. But it's just again, it's a fun moment and a memory to make with my nieces and nephews, and just a fun little activity as a family to do.
Do y'all do movies as well? Like any Halloween movies when y'all are together for the pumpkin carvings?
I think so. My daughter loves Jack Skellington and The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay.
So if we have anything Halloween, like that has to be on. Now I have other family members who absolutely love Hocus Pocus.
Yes. A lot of people love Hocus Pocus. That is
How about you guys?
We really don't have any. I'm not going to lie to you. By the time those movies come out, I'm already on Christmas. I mean, like, I do the pumpkins for the kids out of courtesy because we want the seeds and we want the experience and the memories. But we're so focused on Christmas that I'm telling you, halfway through October, my Christmas trees start going up.
Yeah. So you're at that point. We're halfway through.
Yeah.
We're going to do our pumpkins and like you're just done.
Started organizing.
You're good for
Started
Christmas.
organizing. Yep. So we'll have pumpkin seeds while we put up the Christmas tree.
Okay. I would think like hot cocoa.
Oh, we love hot cocoa. We
Yeah.
make like hot cocoa bombs. Like
Mhm.
once the weather starts to change, we do all of that. But see, I think that's more Christmas.
Oh, for sure.
No? Oh,
But
yeah.
if you're putting up your Christmas
Oh, yeah,
trees
I'm
in
already
October,
there.
you
Oh,
might
yeah.
as well
We're already there.
put it all together.
Yeah. So sorry to all of our friends that love, you know, that have to
We
do their
still-
Halloween.
We still got to go through Halloween. So everything. I went to a store and I wanted to find some potting, some plant potter type
Mhm.
things. There was nothing there at all, and everything was Christmas already.
Of course.
I was like, well, I mean, it makes sense. We're, towards the end of October, but I
Yep.
still thought they would have like garden center stuff.
Oh, everything is out
Yeah.
for Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas already.
Mm-hmm.
So you can eat your pumpkin seeds, plan your Thanksgiving dinner while you put up your Christmas tree. I
You
mean, that's
could
just
be
how
in-
we do things.
You could be in your Halloween outfit.
Yeah.
Just
That
putting up your tree. Confuse everybody. They think they
People
went to
would
the
get
North
it.
Pole
Right.
instead of
People would
a
get it, man.
Halloween
I'm
house.
telling you. Now, do you guys do any haunted houses?
I do not like doing any
Yeah.
of that stuff. My sister-in-law, she will always try to get us to do something.
Yeah.
And then we go and do it and I get scared the whole time. But
Yep.
then we're still alive at the end. And it was like, okay, that was kind of fun.
Nope. I did it 2 years ago, and that's the last time I'll do it.
First and only.
Oh, I think I
Yeah.
did it one time before that,
Mhm.
but I'm just like, maybe I was exaggerating. So I went again. I wasn't.
No.
I wasn't exaggerating.
I
not
don't
at all.
like being scared.
Me neither. And I think everyone at home now knows that about us.
I bet.
So we'll be right back after this.
Going to school, not knowing that I was going to work as a broadcast meteorologist, to working at the station I grew up idolizing, to now being the nightside weather anchor. To say it out loud seems like it would never be obtainable. And here I am doing it. It's amazing.
Join us in the kitchen for Recipes for 7 Life.
It's festive, it's beautiful, it's delicious.
Great friends, laughs, and some fantastic food. Recipes for 7 Life presented by Tops Friendly Markets.
Let's go!
Welcome back to Studio 7. We've had a great conversation today talking about Halloween, the things that happen in October.
Yes.
Something else that is super important to recognize that happens in October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
It sure is. I love you in your pink. I guess I'm still in
Yes,
kind
you're
of
in your
a
pink
pinkish.
too. Yes, you're in your pink too. So I don't know how many folks know it, but in 2011, when I was 28 years old, I was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer. And the doctors are still like, we don't know how it happened because there's no family history. There's nothing that I could have fallen back on to say, okay, my mother went through it or my grandmother, nothing like that. And so it was a very, very, very rough time
Oh, I can
in life,
imagine.
as both of us, I'm sure, have been touched by breast cancer outside of just me.
Oh,
You know?
of course. My mother was diagnosed with breast cancer. She went through kind of 2 rounds of it. And, and with her going through it so early in her life,
Yeah.
it's something that our doctors, she has 4 girls, and
Oh, wow.
all of us are now predisposed, and we now have to go earlier and get checked. And I think the best thing that you can do for yourself or for your loved ones is to tell them, you need to go and get mammograms. They're not awful. They're really not.
No, they're not. I tell people all the time, it's a lot better than chemo.
Right.
So was your mom like very open with you girls about it?
She
Like,
was
didn't hide
very
it.
open. She documented a lot of what was happening on
Good for her.
Facebook.
Yeah.
She believes in the power of prayer, and the more people that can be behind you and have that positive energy towards you.
Yep.
So she was very open with that. I'm a little more close to the cuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if I would be as open as she was, but
Yeah.
I appreciate her for that.
Yeah. But
because
she
I
was
think
open with you ladies though.
Yes.
Like you and your sister,
Oh,
so
yeah.
that y'all didn't have to, yeah.
Mhm.
And in my family, they didn't trust doctors. So
Yeah.
nobody ever talked about health at
Mhm,
all.
mhm.
So when I was diagnosed, that's when I learned about a lot of other diseases that we have in my family, because when I started asking my mother, I'm like, how did I not know this stuff?
Yeah.
And there was just no trust. So they didn't want to talk about it.
Would you be comfortable saying what was kind of what did you go in thinking that there was something wrong? Or how
There
did
was a
your
lump.
doctor? Okay.
There was a lump, and it had been there for a couple of years. So I was very fortunate that it was only
Okay.
stage 2. I was very
Wow. And
fortunate.
so young.
Yeah. And I moved to a new area. So I had to find a new primary doctor. And she felt the lump, which previous doctors felt it and said, you're 26, not a big deal. You're 27, not a big deal, and brushed it off. But she said, if you want me to be your doctor, you have to get that checked out. I can't take you on. So she sent me to Roswell, and she said, you are going to get checked.
Wow.
And they did the biopsy, and within a week, we were sitting down talking about what it was. And it was a whirlwind, but it was because
I
of
bet.
one doctor
Mm-hmm.
that said, I will not take you on. So she saved my life.
Yeah,
because
your
I would have
angel.
never.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's so important for people to know their own health and know their bodies
Yeah.
and know
Yep.
what to look for.
Yep.
And this month, hopefully everyone's kind of screaming it from the rooftops
Oh,
to,
yeah. Oh,
to,
yeah.
to get checked, know your health, and
Yeah.
go see your doctors.
It's a good month to chat if you have children, to chat or to chat with them and let them know
Mhm.
the family history. There is no shame
Right.
in that. That's
Right.
why I love that you said your mom was very open about it, because you can't hide stuff like that.
Once she found out about it, she was open about it. I
Mhm.
think moms, I mean, I think anyone that's a caretaker to other people, they don't want you worrying, right?
Correct.
So she was going through a lot before we knew anything, because I think she wanted to know what it was, what, where things would go and all of that. And she was just so strong. The first time it came through, and she said that she had breast cancer, and I mean, I sat on her like I was a baby and cried. And she's I'm gonna be okay. This is why they do early screenings. This is why they catch it early. Everything's fine. I'm like, I'm crying, and you're the one that has to go through this.
Yeah,
like such a mom.
Yeah.
But then after that, she just let us know everything that was happening.
Good
and
for her. Good for
now
her.
she's doing great. So
yeah, it's so good for mom.
Yes.
But it's early detection because we know 1 in 8 women, get breast cancer. 1% of men get it as well. It's not only the ladies. 1% of men get breast cancer as well. But it's about early detection. It's about finding a good doctor. You mentioned that as well. A doctor that listens and knowing your body and not being afraid to speak up.
Yeah, you have to do it. Hopefully every woman and even men get that checked.
Yeah. So if something is going on, don't be afraid. But, to all of our friends that may have gone through it, we're glad that you're still here. Continue to spread the word. Continue to encourage those you love to get tested and to, early detection saves lives. So
it sure does.
Yeah. So with that, we want to say thank you for watching Studio 7, and we will see you soon. Join us in the kitchen for recipes for 7 Life.
It's festive, it's beautiful, it's delicious.
Great friends, laughs, and some fantastic food. Recipes for 7 Life presented by Tops Friendly Markets.
Let's go!
Going to school, not knowing that I was going to work as a broadcast meteorologist, to working at the station I grew up idolizing, to now being the nightside weather anchor. To say it out loud seems like it would never be obtainable. And here I am doing it. It's amazing.